Balaji, thank you for being here today. Tell us who you are and who you're affiliated with.
Sure. My name is Balaji Gopinath. I'm the founder, managing director of Media Camp, which is a media-focused accelerator based out of San Francisco, under the auspices of Turner Broadcasting, who I also work for, and I run the emerging technology team for Turner Broadcasting. We also recently launched another Media Camp initiative alongside Warner Brothers in Los Angeles.
Tell us more about those two initiatives.
It's part of a multi-pronged approach, more entrepreneurship than entrepreneurship to some extent, where we in the media space have seen that our industry is ripe for disruption, and instead of putting our heads in the sand and waiting for things to happen to us, we thought it better to create something where we participate in the ecosystem, actually help prop it up so all ships rise together, and embrace the disruption that's going on and find ways to move and tailor that so that the companies have a better viable product or service, and we could potentially take advantage of it in the media industry.
Wow. So do these ideas and entrepreneurial ventures come within these companies, or do they come from outside, or both?
I think it's a bit of both. I think the conversation between entrepreneurs who look at the business with unique eyes, different perspectives, and challenge the norm, coupled with our domain and industry expertise, what allows us to have the best solutions come up. And I think we've seen some of that in the past year, which allowed us to expand our program, and we think it'll continue as we've seen others embrace similar structures that we've created.
That's great. Can you give us a couple of examples of some of these ideas that have bubbled up to the surface through your program?
Sure. One company that we've invested in and kind of gone through our academy is a company called Shoot. It's the best way to describe it is it's an enterprise advertising and brand version of Instagram, Pinterest, Flickr, everything bundled into one platform. They're a visual storytelling platform that allows you to tell the message of your brand, your content, anything in photos and video. And what they've built in going through our program, when they came to us, they still had certain views about what they were, more of a consumer-oriented play, and we helped, I think, expose the intricacies and nuances of the value chains in media, so that when they left the program, they had a very robust offering and a platform that took into account rights management, advertising, and multiple aspects of features that they didn't even consider that made them a much more attractive platform to brands and advertisers.
Wow, what a fabulous opportunity for an entrepreneur. To have all that expertise available to them, real life expertise from your company, especially in the complexities of all those mediums coming together.
Yeah, we think some of the value that what we provide, we're a graduate school for accelerators, where lots of great accelerators and entrepreneurship programs teach you how to be an entrepreneur. We take that graduate school perspective on it and say, if you want to build a business in the media space, come to Media Camp, and we'll help you figure that out in a very quick fashion in 13 weeks through very high-touch mentorship, direct access to executives in the media business, and a deep understanding of the value chains and the complexities of how the media business works. And in that approach, we think we've helped quite a few companies get through this. So,
very far-sighted for a large company like Turner.
I'm fortunate to have people on our management side who see changes coming, and allow me the latitude to go experiment. Mm-hmm. Last year was a bit of an experiment, and we think we found a successful path, and we hope that continues.
What's the capacity for the kind of numbers of opportunities you can deal with? Have you been able to get a handle on this through your program yet? Or is it kind of X number at a time as the opportunities arise?
In terms of the number of companies?
Number of companies.
I think in any one class that we have, any cohort, will never have more than 10.
Okay.
I think we're very, very high touch, very intimate accelerator, because I think we have to be. anything beyond that, I don't think would add a lot of value. It would become more of a financial play versus a strategic play.
Right.
So while we work with all the VCs in Silicon Valley, in New York, and elsewhere, and they provide a lot of the financial support and that offerings. We feed into them, they feed into us. It's being part of that ecosystem. Our two philosophical pieces of this is always add value to the entrepreneur, no matter what we do, and always add value to any VC or corporate entity we bring into the program.
And then as they come out, your graduate program, you see where some of these may be directly applicable to your sponsors.
We make direct and warm connections into everybody within the Time Warner empire. And we try to do so deliberately and directly, but it's up to these companies to create that relationship organically. And if they can really add value to our businesses, that will happen.
I know this program is still young and vibrant. Have you yet got to the point where you're creating a community of alumni from those that have been through the program?
It's fortunate that the people that are initially building the program, that are part of our team in San Francisco, are all ex-entrepreneurs. So we have a pretty intense and thorough network of VCs and other entrepreneurs. So because we've kind of been there, done that, we're not financial guys that have decided to do this. We're not corp dev guys that decided to spin off a incubator of some sort. And we're not lawyers trying to do this either. So in that sense, there's a lot of credibility that comes with it. Yeah. So there's an informal alumni network that exists just based on our past relationships. And I think success begets success because we've done a good job with the mentorship. These guys have become great spokesmen for us. So for example, we've had people that come from the Y Combinator program, from 500 startups, as well as the Founders Den into the last class. We get applications from people that have exited Techstars as well. And so because we get that caliber of people applying to our program, the alumni network automatically extends to other incubators and other accelerators.
That is phenomenal. That truly is the market telling you how highly regarded your program is.
We were trying to ensure that we add value and be participating in the ecosystem. I think the key piece of this, that we're creating a network effect of entrepreneurs coupled with domain experts in the media space, coupled with savvy investors, all attacking the challenges that the media industry is facing and the opportunities that brings about.
Absolutely. Will you only do this in San Francisco? Is it too early?
We recently announced a few weeks back that we're doing one in Los Angeles with our sister company, Warner Brothers. We've had lots of interest from people in New York. So that's on the radar, TBD. We have lots of interest overseas already in both EMEA, Asia Pac, and Latin America. And we are considering all of these, and we're considering some unique spins on this that is appropriate for the market.
That's great. Tell us a little bit about you. What did you do? You said, the team, you're very fortunate the team has been entrepreneurial. You haven't just come from the corporate world. Tell me a little about you.
I went to school at MIT, changed majors 4 times, decided I need to learn about computers, and went to a company that allowed me that chance after getting a degree in genetics. And then I was involved in the early 3-tiered client-server architecture firms where separation of business logic, user interface, and back-end really just started to happen back when relational databases just started. And so I started my career in the space as Unix system administrator. And I found that I'm not a very good programmer, but I had a good knack of understanding how to attack a problem and explain to a business person. So as the career progressed, I kind of did that, moved to California, started a company with some friends of mine, which got bought.
And the company was?
Context Integration.
Thank you.
And since then, I've been at additional 7 or 8 startups, some of which have done very well, some of which I have gone down brilliantly in flames, some of which have been acquired and I have stock still waiting to be worth something. And as I thought about the next thing to do, I got a call from friends at Nike who were interested in getting some help in digital strategy. So I worked at Nike for a bit in doing that in Shanghai and Boston for the division called Converse. And as I thought about the next move, I looked at 3 specific spaces to try to tackle, which was either healthcare, education, or media, as the 3 spaces I thought were ripe for disruption and it brought opportunities to learn and do unique things, as well as getting investment interest. So of those 3, I picked media as the more interesting of the 3. And I was fortunate to land the position at Turner and have the latitude to be able to create some of the things we're doing today.
That's fabulous. What great experience you bring to other entrepreneurs, just yourself as a mentor and a guide. And obviously someone who's very brilliant to be able to change careers in the manners that you've done. Although perhaps I would say your career is being an entrepreneur.
I guess. Again, I think entrepreneurs are also about seeing opportunity and directionally being able to say, this is a good direction,
right?
No matter where it takes you. I think a lot of entrepreneurism is, what will I get from the journey?
Right.
The end point is very rarely determinable, but the journey is somewhat controllable.
Thank you for sharing your entrepreneurial journey with us here and for what you're doing at Turner Broadcasting. The Graduate Accelerator, we're excited to hear what you have to say, and we're going to be excited to keep up with what you're doing.
Appreciate that, Laura.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.